sincere apologies for that glitch with our broadcasts of the news. Thank you so very much for your understanding. Newly elected Benue State Local Government Council chairmen have been told to uphold diligence and selflessness in the discharge of their duties. Governor Hyacinth Alia, who gave the charge at the swearing-in ceremony of the chairman at the government house in Makurdi, the state capital, also enjoined them to uphold accountability and transparency in the discharge of their duties. The Senior Staff Association of Statutory Corporations and Government-Owned Companies of the Trade Union Congress TUC, representing employees of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control NAFDAC, has initiated an indefinite strike due to unresolved promotion controversies and welfare concerns. The decision to strike comes after multiple meetings with NAFDAC management, which yielded no positive outcomes regarding critical issues affecting members of staff. The aggrieved workers expressed their grievances and had not been addressed, prompting this drastic action. And out of politics, the Labour Party has welcomed the offer by the New Nigeria People's Party and NPP's presidential candidate in the 2023 election, Senator Rabiu Kwankwaso, to be running mate to Labour Party's Peter Obi in the 2027 presidential election. Kwankwaso, in a recent viral post, had indicated his willingness to serve as running mate to the former Labour Party presidential flag bearer, barely 2 years after talks between both parties had gone south. It was reported that the Labour Party and the New Nigeria People's Party had considered a merger ahead of the 2023 general election. However, the inability of either Obi or Kwankwaso to concede their leadership collapsed the heightened move. And out of business, the dividends from the Nigeria National Petroleum Company (NNPC) Limited to the Federation accounts derived from crude oil and gas sales through joint venture assets dropped sharply from $11.9 billion to $1.8 billion after the full implementation of the Petroleum Industry Act (PIA). The urgent need to amend the PIA to boost the Federation's petroleum revenue calls for a review of the widely acclaimed Industry Act, highlighting that it reduces government revenue while allowing the nation's oil firm to take the largest share. Meanwhile, the federal government says it is set to deliver up to 400,000 barrels of Nigeria crude oil daily to the Dangote refinery under its Naira for Crude agreement. This significant development is expected to take place over the next 2 months, amounting to 24 million barrels of Nigerian supply between October and November 2024. This increase in processing capacity could have substantial implications for both the refinery's operations and the local oil industry, transforming the region's imports and export markets. On the foreign scene, the mayor of a city in southern Mexico has been murdered less than a week after taking office. That's according to authorities, which marks the latest in a series of attacks on politicians in the violence-plagued Latin America country. The killing of Chipachingo Mayor Alejandro Arcos fills the governor with indignation. That's according to State Governor Evelyn Salgado, writing on social media, saying without providing further details of the circumstances. Local media reported that Arcos had been decapitated, but there has been no official confirmation. The United States President Joe Biden says far too many civilians have suffered during this year of conflict, 1 year from the Hamas attacks on 7 October. In a statement released by the White House, he spoke about the unspeakable brutality and the beauty of the lives that were stolen on that day. The president says he will not stop working to achieve a ceasefire deal in Gaza that brings the hostages home, and says that a diplomatic solution in Lebanon is the only path to lasting peace. And in sport, Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag remains under pressure after the club's 0-0 draw against Aston Villa on Sunday, leaving the team 14th in the Premier League table with only one win in their last 5 matches. The Reds' lackluster performance has raised serious concerns about the Dutchman's future at Old Trafford, following a 3-3 Europa League draw at Porto, where United surrendered a 2-0 lead and a devastating 3-0 home loss to Tottenham Hotspur. The club's hierarchy is reportedly considering a managerial change. And that's your news brief for this time, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. I'm Uyi Agumofwebe. At top of the hour, it will be time to bring you News Express. Do stay with Global Television.